Hey everybody, Flip with Kelly coming at you. How are you all doing today? Today is April 5th of 2026. A little update. We did close our deal in Milwaukee, so 17K I believe was that one. Split it with my JV partner Martha. Halvesies, so 8,500 minus wiring fees, 84 something. I think wiring fees are maybe around $40. So, yeah, I mean, I could pop it up for you, but nothing to prove. But yeah, life is good. I believe that lead came from X Leads. I should track my stuff better, and usually I can tell where it comes from, but I do know what my saved searches are on X Leads, and I can kind of guess where it came from. Irregardless, what that tells me, feedback for me, is that my save searches on X Leads are working. One of them most likely brought that lead in, and let's see here. I could track it easier in the future. I figured out if when I send out my mailers, if I save the list that I mail out, those addresses under that list name, then I could go back and say, oh, aha, here was the mailer I sent out to that address, to that seller, and then I could recognize which list it came from. Maybe I'll start doing that, maybe I won't. So, about this deal, we made one major mistake on this deal. We sent them a purchase and sales agreement contract. We had verbally agreed with the seller to buy it for $95,000. We sent the contract at $195,000. She signed it, got it back. We realized the mistake we made. Immediately went back to the seller and said, hey seller, mostly texting, just because the seller prefers to text, so I'll go there with him. But I got no problem calling them also. But I'm like, hey, we made an oops here. And she knew that she verbally agreed to $95,000. So we just said, hey, we're going to be sending you an amendment over, and that, just re-sign it at the correct price. This is the change that we're making. And she signed it and returned it, no problem. Had the seller decided not to sign the new contract, that would have been a $17,000 mistake. So when you're filling out your contracts, double check them. Whether you double check them or have your partner or somebody else, Joe Blow, Bobby McGee, a family member, a friend, a colleague, or whoever, have somebody double check it, or you double check it. Purchase price. Some of these main little, these things. Purchase price, the name of the seller, your name, just kind of the big major stuff, right? Property address. You could double check the description. I think the description, the legal description of the property, the title company would probably catch that if you weren't correct. But you could double check that too if you want. Might save you some hassle down the road, or double check it when you're putting it in there or something. Then you got your EMD, you've got the purchase price, less the EMD, and then there's how much they got to bring to closing. You need to make sure it's assignable. In Wisconsin, it has to be, you've got to include the wholesaling statute. I'm not an attorney. Don't quote me on nothing. Go get yourself an attorney and have them look over your legal documents. But let's just say this is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, make sure it's signable. Inspection period should be around, I forget, 25 days. We'll call it on a 30-day closing. Put your inspection clause in there for 22, 25 days, whatever it is. I would not recommend doing the inspection period right up to closing, because you want a little buffer there for if your cash buyer does not follow through and get the deal funded. Then you've got some time to find another cash buyer, and you shouldn't do that to your sellers anyways. How would you feel if you were the seller thinking, hey, I got closing tomorrow, and all of a sudden, whoop, somebody pulls the plug on the bathtub, plug drain, and says, sorry, can't do. Well, that ain't very nice, is it? But within a week or two, let's say you got 30-day closing. Within a week or two, if you let them know, that's better sooner than later, right? So yeah, you've got your main things. And another good idea is to, like, if you've ever entered into a contract with anybody for anything, this is the hugest asset of this person's life, probably. Kind of go at ask them two things. You want me to go over the contract in its entirety, or do you want me to go over the bullet points? And bullet points are what? Just the main things. And then make sure that you let them, if this is part of your, this is what we do as a company, in our deals with the seller, is we say, as a courtesy to you, Mr. Mrs. Seller, take what you want from the property, any valuables, anything sentimental, anything you want, and leave the rest. We'll take care of it. We'll get a dumpster there. We'll clean it out. We'll haul the heavy furniture out. Just leave the rest there, and we'll take care of it as a courtesy, as a service to you. And then make sure that you give them a reminder, hey, closing's coming up. For the cash buyer, it's going to be a final walkthrough of the property. And the seller, like, hey, did you get everything out of the property? We've had sellers after closing, oh, hey, I forgot a box of, I forgot some pictures there. It's like, clean out crew's there. You might want to get down there ASAP. But if you give them the heads up, instead of them figuring it out a couple days later when it might be too late, you're just helping them out. Things like we got to bring people through, some partners through, some contractors through, subcontractors through. You can either put a lock. We can either put a lockbox on the property so we don't have to bug you, or you can meet us out there every time at the property. Just some of these things. Go over it. So you're verbally telling the seller, and it's not only just in the contract that they may or may not read or understand. So, but that was the major thing with this deal. Luckily, it didn't become a major thing. It just was a potential major mistake, and we everything worked out fine. So, shout out to my partner. Got the deal done. That's the main thing. We got cash buyers we can trust. We get the deal done. Get the money in the Hip National Bank pocket, feed the family, pay for the postage for the next one, and looking forward to probably doing some cold calling. We were doing some non-sticky noting, putting some business cards in a Ziploc bag. Probably a good idea to put some rock in there too from like your dollar store, just because those things are like kites, those little Ziploc bags. Looking forward to doing tons of marketing. And you can do the direct mail in the evenings, pull your list in the evenings, and then during the day devote as much time as you want to cold calling and or putting those non-sticky notes out. Or you want to do stickies, that's fine too. But so that's enough for today. I'd pop in quick and do a little celebration YouTube video here. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I've also got a WAP link in the description that you can get a hold of me on. And we will talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great week. Goodbye.